Hola Starlights! Welcome back to NovaCraft. It's your girl NasaCrafter, and today we're going to be making our city plaza even more dreamy and alive. In our last video, we started shaping the heart of our future town, but you know it needed more sparkle. So today we're adding cozy streetlights, we're going to be extending some of these roads, and laying down soft moss carpets to give everything that lush, glowing vibe. So go ahead and grab your snacks, get comfy, and let's build something beautiful together. Because honestly, this plaza is about to become my favorite spot in the entire town. Okay, Starlights, before we can make this plaza extra magical, we need some supplies. Let me go ahead and see what I have here in my inventory, because I'm gonna need quite a few things. I need moss, and a lot of it. Moss is about to become our bestie today. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some bone meal. I'll take some shears just in case I need that. And we're about to go down to the cave, which is basically our secret garden hidden underneath our city. And we're gonna go ahead and gather up some moss in this area. I think I might have left some moss down in these chests, but I'm gonna go ahead and take a look. But if not, we do have the cave right here. And of course, I have my bone meal, so I can get a lot more of that if I need some. Let me just go ahead and organize my inventory, and we'll go ahead and go down to this cave. I need to fix that. Let me see if we have anything. I'll probably go ahead and... Okay, we do have some moss. So let me go ahead and make some moss carpets. Alright, Starlights, we're back on the surface, and we have a lot of moss. I might have gone a little overboard, but honestly, can you ever have too much moss? Truthfully not. This is gonna look great. It's very cozy. It's gonna make this plaza look so cute, and I'm very excited for it. So now comes my favorite part. So we're gonna start laying down moss carpets around the paths. Not over, of course, the plaza bricks that I placed on our last video. We're just gonna cover up the entire grass surface here. That way everything feels warm, connected together, dreamy, and a tiny little bit magical. So let's go ahead and see how this space transforms, because I already feel like it's about to glow up in the cutest possible way. Moss carpets are officially done, and I'm kind of obsessed. So let's do a little walk around so you can see how everything came together. So it feels a little bit softer. The plaza looks a little bit more vibrant, more alive, and honestly, it's giving this cozy vibe, kind of like a garden vibe. And it looks perfect with our autumn tree. But I don't know. It looks nice and all, but I feel like there's something missing right now. You know what it is? We need places to sit down. Every plaza has a place to sit. So let's see if we can come up with some cute benches. We need a cozy seating area for people to gather and just kind of enjoy this plaza vibe. So let's do a little bit of experimenting and see what we can come up with some bench designs and aesthetics. Alright, before we start throwing blocks down randomly, I think I already made a chair design back at my base in Neptune Tides, and being honest, I don't remember all the details. But I do remember that you could actually sit in it, which is kind of perfect for this plaza. So let me go ahead and take a quick flight over there. I'll peek at the design of the chair and see what materials I have laying around that could work for our cozy city plaza here. Hopefully I left myself some notes because present me is definitely winging it right now. But let's go ahead and see what we have over there. Alright, Starlights, we've just arrived here at Neptune Tides, and well, I love my base. For me, it's just like my little sanctuary, and I love coming back over here, especially to my underwater paradise. So I'm gonna go ahead and go down, and I'm gonna go ahead and see what I call my media room, like my cozy media room, and I'm gonna go ahead and check out the design that I was telling you about. In case you haven't been here before, this is my little underwater home, and this is like my dining room. And if we just come a little further down, here is where my media room is located at. I can sit down, it's comfy, and honestly, I love it. I think this is gonna just be perfect. Just a perfect fit. What I like about this design is you can actually sit down versus beds, because beds you can sleep, but here you can actually sit down and talk to another player, which is something that I really like. Let me go ahead and go around my base and see if I have some extra materials lying around that I can use for the plaza chairs. Okay, flying back to the plaza now. But wait, quick detour. I totally forgot we need minecarts for the seating idea. So I'm gonna stop by the iron farm on Kauai really fast, and I'll go ahead and get some iron blocks that we're gonna need. Honestly, I love how peaceful it feels out here. Just like floating over the ocean and vibing for a second. Alright, grabbing what we need, and now I'm gonna head back to the Pale Oak shop on Oahu, because you know already this plaza has to have that super cute autumn look. And I think the pale oak that we're gonna use for the carts, or I should say for my chairs, with the cart inside, it's gonna make everything feel soft and cozy. And I want it to look like a kind of place where you just wanna sit down, maybe have a warm drink and just relax. Alright, log secured and paid for. Let's go back to the city and let's bring this plaza together. Okay, we're back at the plaza and I'm standing right next to our little autumn tree, which honestly is my favorite spot right now on the server. So I'm gonna be crafting some benches and chairs around here. I don't want anything too big or too fancy, just soft, cozy seating where people can imagine stopping for a minute, maybe watching the leaves, drinking a hot cup of coffee, or café bustero, my favorite. So let's see. I think I'm gonna start with this shape right here. I just want these chairs to feel kind of like natural, like they belong here. Alright. And that looks really cute already. So if I add a minecart right here, this is actually what's gonna be able to help us sit down. Okay. Yeah, I love that. It feels small and tiny and cozy, like it's a little resting corner. It's really starting to feel alive and come together. Okay, so I finished the first bench design, but I didn't really like the way it looked afterwards. Something about it looked a little funny, and it wasn't giving what I wanted it to give. So I'm just gonna tweak it for a little bit, maybe adjust the sides, the shape a little, and that looks a lot better. Sometimes builds just need a tiny glow up before they feel right. Oh no, I forgot I haven't slept in days. Nope, not the phantoms. Not right now. And of course, just when I'm trying to make things look cute, the phantoms decide that I need to die. And obviously I didn't send my spawn nearby. Me, obviously. As usual. Airhead moment. So now I have to take a long dramatic walk through the nether tunnels all the way back to the plaza. This is officially my villain origin story. Okay, lesson learned. The first thing I'm gonna do when I get back, I'm gonna set up my spawn right in the city plaza, because we are not doing that again. Alright, spawn is set. We're safe. We're cozy. The benches will continue. So let's go ahead and finish placing these across the plaza and pretend that that moment never happened. Okay, so the benches are finally done. You saw the little time lapse. and I also finished the light post. I actually had to tear down the first one because it just wasn't right. It looked more like a tree. It needed a little redesign moment, but now I love it. It feels soft, glowy, and perfect for this autumn plaza, which means the plaza is officially finished. I'm gonna just fly down there real quick so we can take one last look at everything together. Ouch. I love it. The moss, the seating, the lights. It finally feels like a place you'd just sit and relax for a while. Well, in our next episode, we're gonna start finishing the roads around the city and connecting everything together, which I'm really excited about because it's gonna make everything feel way more complete. And if you're new here, hi. If you like this cozy little build, make sure you hit that like button. And if you subscribe, I will be eternally grateful. Like, actually. Alright, this is Nasa signing off, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.